Hi, welcome to Elliot and English. If you're new to the channel, this is a series for Spanish speakers who have an intermediate or advanced English level who want to sound more like a native speaker. So let's get into today's mistakes. Our first mistake today is not a specific mistake. It's more about confusion over a question. Let's look at a sentence in Spanish. ¿Cómo está ella? So, how do we say this in English? Well, we say, how is she? And a typical answer, she is good, she is bad, or she is sick. We are asking about someone's status in the moment. Now, let's look at another Spanish question. ¿Cómo es ella? Okay, how do we ask that in English? In Spanish, these are two different verbs, estar and ser. But in English, we just have one. We have to be. So to translate literally, we would say again, how is she? But this is not correct. So what can we say? Any idea? In English, we say, what is she like? This question is asking about permanent characteristics. So a common answer would be, she is tall, or she is funny. Let's look at some more examples of both types of sentences. So for estar, or for a temporary status question, we can ask, how are you? How is your mother doing after the accident? How is your day going today? Or some examples for ser, for the permanent qualities. What is the new employee like? What was that restaurant like? What is your new car like? I think what makes the second structure hard to learn and remember is the word like. In English, the word like can be como and gustar. So the problem is that the question, what is she like, looks very similar to what does she like? But these are very different questions. What is she like? ¿Cómo es ella? What does she like? ¿Qué le gusta? So try not to confuse what is she like, como, with what does she like, gusta. And remember, the important thing here is, how is she is not the same question as what is she like, which is not the same question as what does she like. I know it's a little bit confusing. You should try to write some example sentences and practice the different kinds of like. Our next mistake is much simpler and easier to explain. Grammatically, this is maybe not a mistake technically, but it's something that a native speaker would not say, or doesn't say often. Let's look at this sentence. I live near to the church. Okay, any idea how we can improve it? The issue here is with the word to. We don't need it. It's much better to say, I live near the church. I think the reason people make the mistake is that it is correct to say, I live close to the church. When we use close, we do need to use the to. Okay, so remember, don't say, I live near to the church. Just say, I live near the church, or I live close to the church. Okay, our last mistake today comes from an expression in Spanish that people translate into English. I often hear my students say things like, I am bored with my boss. Or maybe I'm bored with my boyfriend. Or I'm bored with that class. The word bored in English, though, we don't really use as an expression to complain in general. It's for a specific case. It's when something is uninteresting. Like the movie was boring, meaning the movie was not interesting. Or I could say, I'm so bored in this class, meaning the topic is uninteresting. It would sound strange to say, I'm bored with my coworker. He is always so loud. Because the complaint is not about interest or not interesting. So, what is a better way to express this? To express unhappiness with a situation or someone? We do have an expression in English. Any idea? We can use tired of. We could say, I am tired of my coworker. he is always so loud. Or, I'm tired of my job, there's always so much work. Or, I'm tired of my boyfriend, he never calls me. And we can use another expression that's even stronger. When you really don't like something, you can say, I am sick of. Like, I am sick of working on Saturdays. Remember then, don't use bored with as an expression. Only use bored when something is boring or not interesting. Use tired of or sick of to express you have had enough of something or someone for any reason. So, did you learn anything new? Let me know if you want to see longer, more detailed explanations about mistakes, or if you prefer to see short, easy corrections.